Eddie V.
Yo,
Eddie V. We are about to watch the Square Enix press conference from E3 2019. I am hyped to watch this because I didn't really get to watch a lot of it. So
okay.
I know that there are things that I don't really know if I'm interested in or not, but it's all right. So everybody ready? Stream, you ready? Because we're
Let's do
ready.
this.
Let's do it.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, play. We've got a green cloud on a red cloud. We got some green lights everywhere with some red clouds.
It's very weird that they did most of this presentation only for Final Fantasy VII.
I mean,
And then,
it's their biggest game. I guess a lot of people who played it who were really skeptical said that all of their skepticism went away after they started playing it. Everybody said what they were playing was phenomenal. Which is good because that game needs that. It can't be a okay version of this game, right? So, I mean, just because like people love this game so much that it can't be another okay version of this game. That's my opinion, though.
they gotta sell enough copies to make up that money from the budget.
That's true. Yeah, but I mean, it looks like they are putting every single penny into this game.
Yeah. Still looks like an Unreal Engine game.
It is an Unreal Engine game.
I know, but that's kind of a sad thing for me. like I said, I like their Luminous engine.
Yeah, but they said that was a nightmare to develop with. I wish they would have come up with a better name than Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Right.
Why couldn't they just call it Final Fantasy VII?
Yoshinori Kitase, producer, Final
Man.
Fantasy VII Remake.
Sadly, though, I'm not gonna buy this.
I mean, I probably won't either because I don't care for Final Fantasy VII.
Well, I care for Final Fantasy VII, but I think I want to play everything together.
Oh, you mean like wait till they all come out?
Yeah.
Because it is still episodic. By the way,
And
everybody.
they said they don't know what they're gonna do next after it. I'm like, you're gonna finish this game by doing the second part of the story. I'm like, y'all know what to do after you leave Midgar. It's not hard. I'm like, y'all got 3 discs. I'm like, how y'all the developers don't know a game that y'all created? And that's like almost on every platform now. Play the whole thing and take notes.
To our longtime fans, we thank you for your support and patience over these years, and we look forward to embarking on this journey together.
Oh, I have a feeling that this game is already gonna be an Epic Store exclusive.
I mean, it's a PlayStation exclusive. Which is probably going to change due to the budget. But I mean, I think it's only a timed exclusive, though, to be honest with you. So
Remaking Final Fantasy VII has allowed us to dive much deeper into the world and its characters.
Well,
than
this is the
ever
only one that's
before.
gonna be
The
on
game
this
design was
current
optimized
gen.
for this
Everything
title
else
as
is
well,
gonna be on the
and we
next one.
anticipate
So
2
it's gonna be
Blu-ray
like,
discs worth of
you know,
gameplay
I think
content.
they'll still release the other parts of this on
The first game in this
other
project
ones.
expands on the story of Midgar.
the first game in this project. That just sounds like
a solid standalone game in its own right.
Because it's gonna. I feel like, well, to me, I feel like it's gonna be the Destiny part, Destiny thing.
no,
That like
no. I think it's
PS,
gonna.
like PS3 and 360 only got certain amount of content,
With the
and
content we are
then
about to unveil today,
that was it.
and through all that we
Well,
are
I mean,
yet
it
to
is
unveil,
the
we will
next
not
gen
disappoint
consoles
our
are backwards
expectations.
compatible, so they might as well just sell it
Your
for
reunion
PS4.
with the Final Fantasy VII you know is near.
Especially because, like, I mean, I bet they once all three or all the episodes come out,
To newcomers
Mm-hmm.
who never played the original,
they're gonna have
we
a
present
definitive
each
box
totally
set
new
for
Final
like
Fantasy and a
$100, the same
perfect
way they did
starting
for
point
Kingdom
to
Hearts,
explore the world of Final Fantasy
Oh
VII.
yeah.
and it'll be on the next gen. So I mean, I really don't.
Senior Manager,
It doesn't
Product
really matter.
Marketing, Square Enix.
But the thing about it is how much they're selling this for.
It's probably gonna be $60.
Honey is a free browser
What is this crap?
add-on that scans the internet for coupon codes and applies them to your checkout cart.
GameSpot is just super.
So, Neil is here
Commercial
to
heavy.
introduce you and walk you through gameplay.
Thank you, Katase-san. All right, everyone, let's mosey. Final Fantasy VII Remake features a hybrid gameplay system that merges real-time action with strategic command-based combat. For starters,
I think the
press on
combat
square
looks good,
button
though.
is a swing of Cloud's Buster Sword. Cloud attack
I think the
dodges,
combat
and
looks fun.
blocks all in
You know,
one
Yoko
punch.
Taro
The standard attacks
designed the
do some
combat for
damage,
this game.
but they barely scratch the
Oh,
surface of
really?
Cloud's
Yeah.
potential.
Nice.
So if you're a fan of
Succeeding
Nier
on the
Automata,
battlefield requires much more than just hacking,
probably be
slashing.
similar combat.
Cloud needs to be tactical. He needs AT.
Shoot, they probably studied
Two ATB
the
buttons
combat
spin
that Platinum was doing.
These fill up slowly over time, but fill much faster as Cloud lands standard attacks. Once an ATB bar is full, you can enter tactical mode, where
But
time
I mean,
slows to a crawl, and you have the opportunity to choose actions from the command menu. Katase-san, I've had the pleasure of seeing quite a bit of the game, but tactical mode never gets old for me. I could just sit here all day long and watch this beautiful slow motion action.
観客の皆さんはね、おそらくね、他の部分ももう少し見たいのではないかと思いますが、皆さんいかがでしょうか。
I mean, it
The
looks
audience would like to see more.
good.
Isn't that
Like
right,
it
everyone?
looks. I
Fair enough. Good point. Good
I don't know. I never really cared for Final Fantasy VII the way that most people do. Like I understand the
such as Cloud's
historical
flavor attack.
significance of this game, but
Using an item in
like
battle
in
will
terms of the
deplete
grand
ATB
scheme of
charge,
Final
and
Fantasy
Cloud has the
games,
right materia
this
equipped
is like a
and
mid-tier
enough
Final
heat.
Fantasy for me.
He can use ATB charges to cast spells.
Like I think for me it was
This being a remake,
because I
we're
played it
seeing
when
some
it came
familiar
out
faces.
and was and got to witness a lot of the moments when everybody else was doing it. I feel like that was just kind of its story,
Yeah.
you know, and it was kind of a big thing that RPGs that, you know, certain people on Super Nintendo fell in love with, this was able to grow out to a bigger community and a bigger, you know, bigger, I want to say mainstream, but bigger to like players who are not into RPGs. So that's why the PS1 era was so heavy on RPGs and cinematics because of the success of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. No, and I get that. You know, I really get that. I just, you know, as someone who played 8, 9, and 10 before 7, you know,
You got to see their improvements
yeah.
before seeing why this game was,
Yeah.
and I think that's why even with Final Fantasy VIII, why I hold that so not dear, but why I have my feelings about it was because I feel like it was like the Final Fantasy series at that point have been on such a high, and I liked it. And then when I played 8, it dropped it so low because they changed a lot of it, and it just didn't feel fun. It just felt like there you had to do too much to get through a battle
Yeah.
and learn it.
Well, see, my first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy 9, right? I loved 9, and then I went back and played 8 after 9 before 10 came out, and then I played through 10, and I loved 10 also.
Yeah.
And then after 8, 9, and 10, I went back to 7, and it never clicked with me.
And I know for 7, I think with me it's because I played Final Fantasy 3 on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So, falling in love with Final Fantasy 3, because I never beat Final Fantasy 3 on Super Nintendo. It's always been one of my big goals to do it. I always got to a certain point where I just couldn't pass it. But I think now that I'm more experienced as an RPG player, that I probably could breeze through that game. You know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Mhm.
You know, like I know a lot of the times on shows and stuff I make fun of Final Fantasy VII, but like it's the Mario 64 of RPGs, right? It's the
Yeah.
one that drew people in. It's the one that got people to play RPGs, and I think that's really important. And it's part of the reason why, like, I have it on Switch, like the new version of it on Switch.
Yeah.
And I really want to go back and give all these older JRPGs a shot, you know? Like, it's why I'm excited for Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, which is going to get announced during this conference, right? And
Right. And that's why I want to play it on Switch. The same thing.
Yeah.
I want to go back and give it a try.
yeah, and so, like, you know, I want to really dive deep into it and play it, because I want to experience those moments that people were so excited about 20 years ago, right? And
Right.
you know, it's the same way, like, you know, we experienced Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time for the first time, right? Just this is just the RPG version of that, and maybe it's because I never had a PlayStation, right? Because I played 8 and 9 on PS2. I mean, because PS2 is backwards compatible,
Right.
and so that's where I played 8 and 9. And
Well, I
so-
played 8 and 9 on PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't even play 8 and 9 until PS2 came out.
Yeah.
I never had a PlayStation 1.
And it's good that you referenced the Mario 64, because that became historic not only for like video games. It kind of became historic for the industry in itself, because it was just like this analog stick, how just not 3D platformers are supposed to be done, but how 3D games were supposed to be done. You know, you go from Mario 64 to like Ocarina of Time, and how even just the lock-on technology was important. How that was almost being seen on all these other games. You know, Final Fantasy. That's why when people talk about God of War, it had one of the best stories, and it's just like, why you think that Final Fantasy VII, as some people say, as convoluted it is, why do you think Final Fantasy VII had a lot of people interested in the game? Because it really told a deep story. And you know, a lot of people don't talk about the story. A lot of people talk about Cloud and Aerith. So you talk more about, and you talk about some of the memorable music and everything. But it's just like there's more to it if you will look forward to its story.
Yeah, and the PlayStation had a lot of games like that too. You know, like,
Yeah.
it had Final Fantasy VII, it had Metal Gear Solid, it had you know, games like that where people who wanted a more mature experience could go to PlayStation instead of moving on to N64. You know, and they offered two separate experiences, similar to what we're experiencing today with Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo. Right? They are all offering different experiences.
Yeah.
And it's what makes them stand out, and it's why we own all the different consoles, so we can have those different experiences.
Right.
And I think that that's really important, regardless of if you know, enjoy it or not, enjoy the different experiences or not. You know, some people don't care for God of War. I liked it. Another ad, and sorry, my GameSpot keeps sorry, everybody. GameSpot keeps giving me ads, and I can't skip them.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because I'm watching it. Yeah, because since I'm watching it on my PlayStation, I'm not getting no ads.
Oh, so I'm gonna skip ahead about 20 seconds. There we go. So I mean, you know, I really like God of War, and I really like Horizon. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, to be honest with you, there's nothing left in terms of PlayStation exclusives that I'm excited for. You know,
Yeah.
I everything I'm excited for is coming to Xbox, which is my preferred platform. I don't care for, as much as I respect Hideo Kojima, I don't really care for his games, and Death Stranding is no different. I just not really interested. I did not like The Last of Us, right? I play games to have fun and relieve stress from the stresses of the day. I don't need to be stressed out while I'm playing a game either, right? So and there's just a lot of things that make me feel uncomfortable in The Last of Us, and I don't like feeling that way. So it's just not a game that I'm interested in. And then like Ghost of Tsushima, like, it's still wait and see for me.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. And it's not like it's not Sony's fault that I'm not interested in these games. It's just I know what I like to play. I'm 32 years old. I know what games I want to play and which ones I don't.
And I think for me, it's just that you're giving me this build up, and I feel like it's going to end up being a letdown. It's not going to be worth the wait when it comes to Sony with some of their games. Like Ghost of Tsushima is the last game that I'm from Sony Studios that I am looking forward for. There's some other ones too, like they showed us state of play, like the boy who does the art with the monsters. That one looks good. I would get that. Some of their like any kind of film projects, I would get that. I really want to try Dreams when it's final, because I want to create stuff in that. But something like their big story narrative games like Death Stranding, that does nothing for me. The Last of Us 2 does nothing for me, because I feel like you guys put this time and effort and energy into these games, but you should have been delivering something to me that's worth watching and worth seeing. You can say a lot of stuff about Breath of the Wild, but at the Game Awards, we seen how Epona, or the horses, was riding in the game, and that stuff being in motion. We seen how Anuma came out and really apologized that they had to take a delay and that they were adding more stuff. And they were just like, to make up for all of this, we're dedicating our whole E3 to this game. Like, and they were showing us more and more while still being able to be like, you only recognize like maybe 1 out of 100th of this game. So you actually get into this hands, we got a lot of surprises and a lot of things that you're going to be unexpected. And look how Breath of the Wild came out. Not just saying that it was a game of the year, and probably just like me, just like you, probably one of my games of all time. People were putting out crazy physics stuff and tricks and stuff that they were doing in the game, unmodded, I should say. And it was just crazy to see that people were doing this, And I don't think I'm going to get that same feeling with Death Stranding or with The Last of Us 2. It is for a lot of people in the community who like that stuff, and that's completely fine. Same with Final Fantasy VII. It's something for a lot of people who really enjoyed the regular version and take that game to heart. But I think because it's been too long, and the delays and stuff, there's just not enough there for it. And I would rather get the whole story instead of doing it piecemeal, because I don't want to pay $60, get this, and then they have to cancel plans and they never finish the game. And that's happened to some games. Look at Half-Life. Look at the Half-Life episodes. Even Half-Life itself.
I mean, look at all of Valve's games. They just can't count to 3.
Right.
Sorry, I'm just watching this gameplay. I think I like watching the gameplay and stuff. Actually makes me kind of want. I'm a little bit more excited to see this game than I was previously.
Yes.
But sorry, I just was. Whatever.
But I'm not trying to be down on Final Fantasy 7. I just know for me, I'd rather have the whole complete
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be 3 games. It's not gonna. It's you know, I mean, it. Look, they need to make their money back on this, and if they have to make 3 games to do it, then it's gonna sell because Final Fantasy is popular. And I still
Yes.
can't believe it's coming out in March. So
I should say this: they need the money, and I think the sales on Nintendo Switch with all the other games is going to make up their budget so they can make this game, finish it. Because I don't know if they really got their return on Kingdom Hearts 3. They may have.
man, the first class edition comes with the Cloud on the motorcycle. That's crazy.
It's so funny that has a motorcycle thing, and Astral Chain has one.
Hey, is Trials of Mana not getting a physical copy?
Just the son I wanted to see.
I don't know.
I know what
Because
guys in
you can pre-order the digital version, but you can't pre-order the physical edition.
How do you feel with us misfits?
They probably because it's probably still being developed, so they haven't confirmed if they're gonna do physical or not.
Yeah, I hope so. That game looks cool.
I love the setting. It's so
Yeah, and I think people are gonna buy it.
Yeah, I really want to play these games. Life is Strange.
You'll be fine, Daniel. As long as we're together.
Son and I started playing the first one. We played the first episode of the first game, and we just never
I
went
did.
back.
I did too. After the college thing with the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just never went back, and I always felt really bad that we never did that.
On the ground, now! Whoa.
Oh my god.
I miss Dad. I'm so sorry, Daniel. I'm really glad I got to meet you.
It's the same for me.
Bro hug.
What a nice dude, man.
I'm assuming this is part 4, chapter 4.
Yeah. Puppies.
Daniel! Come on! Run! Do it, Daniel! Now!
Oh, this is gonna be the cliffhanger.
God damn it.
I like how Jesse said, so I guess you and Corey gonna buy the Goddess Between. I was just like, I'm going to buy it physical. I really enjoyed that game.
This game is awesome.
Did you see the Switch calendar that I found? I put it in the NX chat.
Oh,
It's I mean, it's not the full list, obviously, but it's pretty full. You know, they didn't put NBA 2K or FIFA on here,
Miasma has blanketed the world.
which I know people don't really care about, but I do.
Crystals keep the deadly miasma in check.
that's
FIFA 20.
crazy.
FIFA 20 is a legacy edition.
These
I don't think nobody's gonna get that game.
I think people are just mad.
They super mad. They're getting very crappy budget version.
They're not even based on last year's version. They're based on the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions.
I didn't even know those systems were getting it.
care
Yeah.
them with friends wherever they may be. Keep the
I
adventure
don't know. I
close
might
at
skip
hand.
FIFA this
Journey
year if they're
now
gonna pull that.
on smartphones. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition.
So the new chapter is out,
Embark
I'm
on the
assuming,
journey once more.
for Life is Strange 2.
Oh, I'm ahead of you, I think.
Well, don't worry, I've seen this multiple times, so.
I'm on the Octopath Traveler stuff already.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, why are they showing Octopath Traveler? Oh, the PC release.
Yeah. So you passed Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah. I'm excited for Crystal Chronicles. That's a weird game that we should play together. Hope it has
Yeah.
online co-op.
Yeah, of course.
It should,
You have,
right?
yeah. The Last Remnant. People out. This is another game that I need to buy on Switch. I never
I think-
played it.
I think you're ahead of me now. I'm still on the Octopath stuff.
Oh,
Sorry. I'll tell you when I'm on the Remnant, Last Remnant. I think the Last Remnant was a... No. Never mind.
it was a PS3 game.
Yeah, it was on 360 also.
And that, oh my goodness, someone brought up Infinite Undiscovery, and I'm just like, that
Oh, yeah.
insane name, so stupid.
Yeah. Man, I really wish Last Remnant was getting a physical edition for Switch. I remember enjoying when I played of this game. I thought the character designs were cool.
Did it come out for PS4 and Xbox One?
I don't know. I know it's backwards compatible on 360.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. As soon as I was when I was watching this, I saw it in the eShop before I started. Because Matt and I were recording Nerds Gone Rogue,
Mhm.
and like I had the Square conference in a window, like kind of watching it, but not really. And I was
Yeah.
scrolling through the eShop. I'm like, because I was adding stuff to my wish list from earlier in the weekend. And
Yeah.
I was like, Last Remnant, when did that come to Switch? And then they showed the trailer. I was like, oh, available tonight. I guess I saw it.
Are you there yet? Or still on Octopath?
I'm on Dragon Quest now.
Dang.
Dragon Quest Builders. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Dragon Quest Builders looks cute.
I need to install it on my PS4. But I'm still going to buy the one Switch version.
I don't know if I'll get Builders, but I'm definitely getting 11.
Oh yeah. I don't even think we're gonna do I think for the pre-show, I think we should skip what we've been playing since we got so much E3.
Yeah. Well, this week I don't really want to rehash the conference stuff since Ray did his stuff and we're doing ours. I kind of want to I want everybody to make a top 10 list.
Yeah, that's what we discussed.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the top 10.
And we'll just go through our top 10 games of E3.
Yeah.
Which Breath of the Wild 2 is my number one. I don't care what anybody says, man. Anybody on the internet can make fun of me. I don't care. People already have, and I don't care.
It's like I said, it's my game of the show. Like,
well, you saw a 30-second trailer. Of course, there's another Zelda game in development. Who cares?
like, and the thing about it, I can't. It's sad to say I can't put Gears of War 5 on my list, even though I want Escape to succeed and be good, because I didn't see that much any gameplay of it or anything.
I'm really worried about Gears 5, dude. Like, Escape looks cool, and like,
Yeah.
Gears, I'll play it just because it's Gears and I love Gears, but I'm worried about Gears 5, man. Because it needs to be more than just Gears 5. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It needs to be more than just another Gears of War game. And adding a couple game modes to multiplayer is not going to do it. It's what Jesse and I have discussed multiple times on Arsenal X and, part of stuff here, right? Is like,
Yeah.
Gears just needs to do something different.
Yeah, and that's why when me and Jesse was talking about it, when he was watching it, and we was talking about it, for them not to have that open world, and probably if they're going back to level based, it's just like, I can understand your gameplay mechanics. You could keep that because it's solid. But I'm like, if you made this like open world and added stuff and things.
Well, see, I think Gears feels archaic. I think they need to look at games like, The Division. The Division is, I think The Division has the best third-person gameplay in games right now, and I think they need to take a serious look at that. And they need to have their characters be more agile. They need to have more of a tactical gameplay advantage instead of just being a basic cover shooter.
Yeah,
They need to have some sort of tactical advantage.
and Division 2 is cover based, but because it's so open and everybody's not built like a football player, they are able to do more. And depending on who you all have, everybody has different methods on how they want to handle it. So if you want to be a healer, if you want to be a sniper, you have that option. You have that customization to do it. And it feels like in Gears, everybody is the same. So regardless of who you playing, it just depends on what weapon you're using at that time to survive that fight. And that's it.
Yeah.
So it don't give you that many options.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'm buying it, but yeah, it's just not on my list.
man, Dragon Quest XI looks so good.
It's really gonna be weird, cause
Are you gonna play the 16-bit version, or are you gonna play the real version?
I'm gonna play both versions, 16 and
you have the time to play
or
both
16.
versions.
True. I like the fact that they said that you'll be able to visit old dungeons from past Dragon Quest games. I'm like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Sadly, 8 is the only Dragon Quest that I beat, and I'm so happy that I did.
Yeah, I played a lot of 8 also.
So good. I'm like, it's a really great game. No, is it on Switch?
God, another ad? Jeez.
Right now,
This is ridiculous, man.
And get the Big Buford for free. That's right.
If it's actually on YouTube's like website, they throw ads in everything now.
I know. It's making me mad, man. It's ruining the stream is what it's doing. And I hate that. It's bad for the viewers.
Right.
I mean, we only have a few, but still, like, it's just bad for the viewers. Oh gosh, Fear Effect said no. I bought that game for $1.99 on Switch. I've yet to play it. I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna stream a lot more Switch games. I feel like that's an audience that doesn't like there. That's like a thing that doesn't really exist a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody's streaming like Fortnite and
Apex
and all these other games. Like, I think Switch needs some representation. So probably starting next week, I'll probably start streaming Switch stuff.
Yes.
Now I gotta figure out what I'm streaming. Tell you what I'm not streaming, Team Sonic Racing. Boy, that was a bad $40. I'm really disappointed in that game.
I still gotta watch the digital foundry thing about it.
And show a sneak preview of our game, which Square Enix Collective will publish in 2020.
Join us for the ride and see you again soon.
Excuse me.
Damn, we still have 45 minutes left of this conference. I feel like we've been watching this forever.
That's why I said like they had the first part for just for Final Fantasy 7, and then everything else.
Battalion 1944 recaps
a lot of that, the indie stuff that they show, I'm assuming that's a lot of that's for PC. Because a lot of those games I didn't recognize.
Yeah. This shooter looks really weird.
Oh, the Battalion, 1942.
Yeah.
Or team deathmatch, and perfect your tactics in the highly competitive wartime game mode. Face it, competitive
Let's see here.
is fully integrated into the game.
Maybe I'll stream Mario Party.
Competitive matchmaking, 1v1s, tournaments, rankings, and leaderboards.
Should get my wife to stream Mario Party with me. That would be hilarious.
Kill enemies, win
Shoot.
matches, and rank up to demonstrate your Battalion 1944 prowess and unlock visual customization rewards. Each season will bring challenges for you to complete and medals to unlock, whilst tracking your in-game accomplishments and providing you with an easy way to compare them against your friends via in-game leaderboards.
I might watch the Microsoft one tonight again.
I'm gonna watch the Giant Bomb interview with Phil Spencer tonight.
Oh, I heard that one was good.
Yeah. Dude, every time he goes on Giant Bomb, it's so fascinating. Because Jeff knows how to ask the right questions, right? And Phil never backs down from answering them.
I think because he's open and honest.
Yeah.
He's learned that, I'm not here to cause trouble or anything, but I'm like, I'm going to be open. 1944. He's like, but I'm going to be open and I'll be honest. And he knows that there's stuff that he can't say and he can't say. And he's just like, sorry about it. You guys have to wait. But, this is how my adventure stuff.
Oh yeah, did you see all the Final Fantasy soundtracks are on Spotify now?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, Disney Pixar. Forgot Kingdom Hearts was a thing. I can't believe that game is the best-selling game of the year, and I haven't heard anybody talk about it since it was released.
Yeah, I think a lot of people enjoyed it for what it is, and then they put it away. It didn't knock that many people's socks off. I mean, like I said, I have it, but I haven't started it yet. Shoot.
I think I'm just going to get the whole collection when it goes on sale.
I need to start Neo. Mr. Man.
Please welcome Naoki Yoshida, producer and director, Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Oh yeah.
It's like a 3-hour presentation of Final Fantasy XIV.
It's a long one.
I know it is.
So, if you guys, we don't talk much about Shadowbringer, we apologize, because we don't play Final Fantasy XIV. Great soundtrack to the game, but we just don't play it.
I would play it if it was on Switch. Play everything if it was on Switch. By the way, I'm going to stream The Witcher when it comes to Switch. See how bad that is, or good.
I don't care how it turns out to be. I'm still gonna play. I'm still gonna buy it.
Well, they said on TV it's going to have dynamic resolution because they want to have a consistent 30 frames a second frame rate.
Yeah,
which is good. You know, I would rather have a consistent frame rate than a good-looking game and playing a slideshow. You know what I mean? So. Really excited they decided to use a 32 gig cart too.
Yeah.
Because that game needs it, right? And
is that the final rollout for it now? The 32 carts?
Yep.
Is that the ones? That's the ones we've been waiting for.
Well, the 64 gig carts are the ones everybody's waiting for, but the 32 gig carts are finally cheap enough for people to start putting their games on it. Which I think they said Doom Eternal is going to have a 32 gig cart as well. Seems like a lot of the third-party games that are coming to Switch will have 32 gig carts. Dude, if The Witcher can run on Switch, why can't Final Fantasy 15 run on Switch? I'm still salty about that. Even though
About what?
About Final Fantasy 15 getting the stupid Pocket Edition, which, don't get me wrong, it's better than it has any credit and than it deserves to be, but doesn't mean I'm any less mad.
In the game for those who have yet to play Final Fantasy 14, including 2 new jobs, the Gunbreaker and the Dancer.
I'm really proud of our stream, man. We haven't dropped a single frame on stream yet.
Nice. We just had commercials.
Yeah.
I need to go get some fajitas one day. Probably go to Chili's or something. It's gonna be a fun Father's Day for me.
You know what game I also can't believe we're getting is No More Heroes 3.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe we're getting that.
I think the art style is going to be different. Because it just there's something about it just didn't look right. I'm like, I might be used to the cel-shaded one, and then definitely seeing Astral Chain, I'm like, this art style feels different. And I don't know. I'm waiting for the game to actually come out or see more of it. But I am happy that it is coming out. I get to play my Contra. And I know you know the animation looks bad. It's probably gonna be dumb and stupid. It may not even be a great game, but I'm like, it's Contra.
That Contra game looks really bad. I'm sorry, it looks terrible.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time, space, war, and blend.
Does it look better than the Adventures game?
No. No, it does not.
Was the future.
I just get to be in the Contra, play the Contra game. And I'm so happy that the first one, like the NES one, is actually on it.
People that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back.
It has been years.
Dude, did you see they confirmed co-op for Darksiders Genesis?
Has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down.
What happened?
It's co-op. Second, if you can choose if you're playing co-op with a friend. The second player is War.
Oh, nice. Is it online co-op?
It's online and local.
Nice.
Also,
yeah,
also it's a $40 game, not a $60 one, like people thought.
Yeah, oh yes.
So that's exciting.
They're gonna sell a lot, I think.
I think they'll sell what they need to. You know.
I mean, their Gunfire games, their next one, Remnant from the Ashes, Me and Jesse gonna get that. That looks really fun to play. I'm just like, yeah, I'm here for this one.
Wow. Confirmed in an interview today, Square Enix is committed to making its complete library available digitally.
From the Nintendo days until up. I wonder if they're doing it just for the PC, or is it like PC and console?
It says PC and console.
Everything we gave. What was it for?
That's interesting.
I wonder if that just means like PlayStation, or I wonder if the Switch will get specific. I wonder if they'll
Switch.
just try to put everything where it can go. You know.
I say get it on all 3 consoles and get it on PC,
Yeah.
because everybody, trust me, that the Chrono Cross, the one that came for the DS, you can still put the original one of Chrono Trigger. You can still put that one, but put the DS one also on there, and I think people will play it.
I can't believe we're getting a TurboGrafx 16 Mini.
Oh yes, I'm so stoked for that.
It's so stupid. Were
Like
they
I
gonna have
said,
like
that's-
65 bonk games on there?
It was my first non-Nintendo system before I bought. Let's see. I brought. No, I got for Christmas the TurboGrafx 16. The first like non-Nintendo game system that I brought was the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast, it's a good one. Oh, this is the Dying Light demo, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, are they just distributing it? Are they just the North American distributor, Square Enix? Because they didn't buy Techland, did they?
No. So they're doing the publishing.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just. Dude.
Because Silver Deep, is it, or Deep Silver? I think they were the ones that published the first one.
Yeah.
But Deep Silver got brought by THQ Nordic.
Yeah, I'm surprised THQ isn't publishing it.
Probably because of the deal.
Yeah. Well, you know. Dude, every time I see this Breath of the Wild stuff, you're right though. Zelda's hair is shorter. It's funny. Link's hair is longer than Zelda's. Dude, just looking at this makes me just.
I'm waiting for Nintendo to put up some wallpaper of it. Like,
I mean, just. I don't know. Zelda has always represented different parts of my life in different ways, whether it's good or bad, you know? And, like, Breath of the Wild just reminds me of, like, my wife and I trying to start a family and everything. Like, it just makes me think of a lot of things. You know, it had a really positive impact on my life.
That's really good. That's awesome.
You know, I know, like, whatever. I think that's why it's my favorite Zelda game. I think it's because I get to associate it with such good memories. You know, whether it's, you know, PAL Block in this, or or you know, my wife and I starting family, or you know, that kind of thing. Like, it just gives me so many positive feelings. I know that's kind of like corny and cheesy, but like it just does, man. It's a special game.
Right. I never played any of the Romantic Saga games.
Yeah, I never did either.
Saga Frontier, that first one
jeez.
was garbage.
Ooh, boy.
Can I say that Saga Frontier was garbage, or do I have to still say questionable content?
No, it's okay. You can say that because it is.
That game was hard and super unfair.
Boy, Avengers looks bad. I feel bad because I love Crystal, but
well, like it was the first viewing of this game,
yeah.
and so I mean,
well, that's what makes it worse. It's the first viewing, and it's out in March.
That's weird. That's Reminiscence Saga 3 is coming to Xbox One, but the other Saga game isn't. I'm like, wow. But PS4 and Switch and Steam is getting both games. I'm like, wow, that's interesting.
Has surpassed 39 million downloads. Now,
Ugh.
Square Enix proudly presents the international reveal of a new title born from the FFBE universe. War of the Visions, Final Fantasy.
I do not care about this Brave Exvius. Way you say it. I need to go back to Final Fantasy 12, and do the new game plus.
Yeah, I need to start it on Switch. It's a game I've been wanting to play. I want to play it before Link's Awakening and The Witcher come out.
A conflict later spoken of as the War of the Visions.
Yeah, before I went to work today, I was playing Ni no Kuni 2. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get wrapped up in this game. It's so good. Even though I'm supposed to be playing Neo.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Ni no Kuni Remastered.
Nintendo,
awesome.
Yeah, Nintendo plays through half an hour of Fire Emblem 3 Houses on the Treehouse Live, and I am not watching that because I want to play that game from scratch without yeah.
I can't wait for Fire Emblem.
Eastern Kingdom, over which reigns its icy despot.
Sea of Thieves adds Halo themed ship free this weekend. Free this week.
A religious city-state with believers throughout Ardra, founded by one who claims to be God.
Wait, what is this game?
Each burden with its own
XPS?
Oh, the mobile game.
Mobile game, yeah. Grid returns with a familiar fear.
Man, I really want Final Fantasy Tactics again. Just give me War of the Lions. I don't care.
I've never played the original Tactics game, but I respect it. And if Square is going to bring all of it to a digital to the digital platforms, if it comes on Switch for sale, I'll buy it and play it there.
Oh, this is that Outriders game, right? Right? Outriders?
Yeah. No extra gameplay footage. Isn't this their third game? Or I have to look up People Can Fly.
Well, they did Gears Judgment. They did
right.
Bullet
Storm.
And then they did something for Epic after Bullet Storm. But I don't remember what it was. Because they changed their name to Epic Poland for a while, and then they reverted back to People Can Fly when Epic sold them. So, not 100% sure.
It's so weird. They teamed up with Gearbox to do the Bullet Storm, or was it Gearbox or 2K?
It was Gearbox, because Gearbox published Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition with the Duke Nukem stuff in it.
Yeah.
I want to like Gearbox so bad, but Randy Pitchford makes it so hard.
I don't know how that thing even turned out. I don't know if people
Please welcome
bought it,
Sebastian
played it,
Wojciechowski.
like,
Studio head.
I don't understand. Whoa!
What?
Final Fantasy VIII Remastered is getting a physical edition, according to Amazon.
Is it up for pre-order?
The page is up. It's not available for pre-order. But I mean, look. Wait, you see this one?
Yeah, I see it.
Wow.
That's
awesome. That makes me excited.
I may, if it goes on pre-order, I may have to pre-order it to get the physical.
Oninaki's getting. I thought Oninaki wasn't getting a physical edition.
I thought they was only getting digital.
It has a standard physical release page on Amazon.
I wonder if it's a placement holder.
Toying with my emotions, Ed. Oninaki looks really cool, by the way. Crystal Chronicles has a physical page too.
From our game director, Bartik Mita. So thanks a lot. More on Outriders this winter. Thank you.
I like how it's just called Crystal Chronicles on Amazon and not Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Sorry, I'm just looking up all the games I don't have pre-ordered yet. Oh, I'm a terrible person.
It's our passion. And it's what we do. Outriders draws on all our experience.
Tales of Vesperia is on sale, by the way. $20.
It's a game we wanted to make
good
for
deal.
a very long time. We describe Outriders as a dark, modern shooter built with traditional values. By that, I mean we are creating an experience with a strong story that you can enjoy with your friends or on your own. We want to tell a complete story. We are confident we are building a shooter with a powerful gunplay, incredible weaponry, and a hostile new world we want to spend many hours in. It's a game we've had in our heads ever since People Can Fly left Epic Games. Outriders is a 1-2 or 3-player drop-in, drop-out co-op shooter. In our game, you will create your own Outrider and journey across the hostile planet of Enoch in search of the source of a mysterious signal. It's a pretty dark and
interesting
world, and yes, there is a lot more depth to the game, but I can't say too much more right now.
There's still a lot of placeholders for Switch stuff on Amazon.
So the pre-sales Friday one haven't gone live.
Well, no, it just has a like a US like a SKU code, and it says placeholder being announced at E3 box art coming soon, and it's just it's like E3 digital Nintendo _0005 Nintendo Switch.
Interesting.
And then it says being announced at E3 box art coming soon. There's like 10 of them.
Reincarnation is the foundation of our way of life.
Interesting.
We celebrate the lives we've been given.
They're probably not.
And offer up prayers for the next. It is grief of death which
We got like 20 more minutes left.
and causes the dead to
This is Oninaki, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
There is no greater affront to
I think this game looks really good. I need to play I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere, but this game looks good.
the dead.
Yeah, I have I Am Setsuna on PS4. So I need to work through it.
But the souls of those who held back their tears in life still need salvation in death. A duty that falls to the Watchers. The Watchers sever the bonds that tie the lost to this world and send them off to the next. They navigate the emotions of the living and the dead. They prize life above all else. This is the story.
I will say, regardless of what people think of like the Avengers game,
yeah,
Square really brought it this E3. It could have
yeah.
It could have been a little bit tighter, right? I think the presentation could have been a little bit tighter. But in terms of content and games, pretty cool stuff. Like, I think they bring in a lot to be excited for.
And I know Square Enix is known for their RPG stuff. And I know people gonna be like, well, this the thing that you said about Ubisoft, why don't you say that about Square? I was just like, well,
yes. Man, the character models look so good. And I'm so excited for this stupid game. I love Final Fantasy VIII.
The gunblade.
I know, what a stupid weapon, but it's so cool. I owned a gunblade at some point.
Did you have to like upgrade it by finding magazines, weapon magazines or something?
I don't know. I just had like a really crappy replica one, but when my apartment caught on fire, it melted. I have 2 Gears Lancers somewhere too. I have a lot of weird stuff.
PS4, Switch, Xbox One, Steam.
Can't wait. Alright, so this is the Avengers stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what I missed. I think a lot of people are just turned off because they've been watching the movies for so long that the characters have a look already, you know, and these clearly don't look like the characters.
Thor, Tony, check it out at once. Try to keep up.
I didn't even recognize Nolan Nor.
This just got a whole lot more interesting. Is that a joke? Did Thor make a joke? Cap, they got pulsar tanks.
Crossbones. So wait, is Cap dead?
Nope, he's right there.
No, I know, but like later there's like a graveyard scene and it's Captain America's statue.
Not that I know of.
Because he's on the airship and now the airship is sinking.
call them murderers.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
See, like,
We all lost something that day.
Other than that might be the story then.
But that's not how this story ends.
but there's gameplay of Captain America, so he's probably not dead.
Right.
I mean, he might be. I don't know.
He probably escaped to another universe or something.
Yeah, he probably got sucked. Yeah, what you said. This was the last thing they showed, right? It was Avengers.
Please welcome Sean Eskai, Creative Director, Crystal Dynamics,
Ed.
and Bill
Huh.
Roseman.
This was the
Vice
last thing they
President
showed,
and
right? Was the
Creative
Avengers
Director,
stuff.
Marvel Games.
Yeah.
No Spidey?
Yeah. Thank you. We love you.
His shirt's cool.
Yeah. Thank you everyone. We are incredibly excited to reveal Marvel's Avengers to the world. A few years ago, Crystal Dynamics and Marvel began collaborating on an original Avengers game. One that combined epic action-adventure with cinematic storytelling. A game where we as players can experience in both single-player and co-op what it's like to be Earth's mightiest heroes.
Do I have any true believers in the house? Yes! Awesome. Because you will instantly recognize your favorite superheroes and villains, but you'll also see that they're unique to this game, as this is Crystal's interpretation of these iconic characters.
Our story begins at A-Day, as San Francisco celebrates the opening of the Avengers West Coast headquarters, and the team's custom helicarrier, outfitted with a strange experimental energy source. However, the day turns deadly when an attempt to steal this new technology results
So
in
funny that
massive
they got
destruction.
those 5
Blamed for the
symbols to
tragedy,
represent them,
the Avengers
but
are outlawed,
Hawkeye's
and our
not there.
heroes disband.
5 years later, a horrific evil threatens the world, and our only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes. You'll play as your favorite Avengers in an all-new original story showcasing authentic Marvel heroism and humanity. It's about losing
So you're not
what matters to
playing
you most.
as a created character. You are playing as the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Yeah!
Still confused at how this is going to work.
Most importantly, this is a story about self-acceptance in the face of
I'm assuming
adversity,
that you'll be switching around.
about embracing our
players.
individual powers and learning that together we are mighty.
You'll lead the team as the legendary super soldier, Captain America. You'll call down the lightning as the Asgardian god of thunder, Thor. You'll channel the anger of scientist Bruce Banner by unleashing the Hulk. You'll gather intel and strike swiftly as the ultimate tactical spy, Black Widow. And finally, you'll blast through the sky as the charismatic Tony Stark, known to the wider world as the Armored Iron Man.
Cool.
To bring this incredible story to life, we've assembled an all-star cast. I'll let them introduce themselves.
But they lost and get outlawed.
I mean, they did get a good
So,
cast.
Here we are. Avengers assembled. Who are you people again? Hi, I'm Troy Baker, and I play Bruce Banner.
Hi, I'm Jeff Shine, and I play Captain America.
I'm Travis Willingham, and I play Thor.
Hi, I'm Laura Bailey, and I'm playing Black Widow.
Hi, I'm Nolan North. I play Tony Stark. There's certain characters I don't think you ever have to be talked into.
Yeah.
You know, so we'd like to have you play Tony Stark, Iron Man. Yeah, yes. You know, everybody
I
always.
mean, I got
portrays
nothing
him as
against
this
Nolan
super
North for
confident character.
Troy Baker. It's
I
just
think
like
it's a mask for him.
I'm like, I had
one of
enough
those
of y'all
vulnerable
voice
guys.
acting.
I
Do
think
something
Bruce
different.
is just such a
Please.
cool character. A lot of people are really quick to bring out the big green, but I think that Bruce is a super complex character.
I'm surprised
He's
they-
fun, and I've never played him before.
I'm not gonna say wasted, but I'm surprised Troy
she's
Baker
extremely capable, but she's
is
at the
playing
core.
the
She's
Hulk.
human. She's
But I
surrounded
feel
by
like
all of this.
If you're gonna
larger
get
than
Troy
life
Baker, you're gonna
stuff,
use
and
him
she
as
has to
one of like
step up to it.
someone
I feel like
who's
Thor got
talking.
really interesting in the last
You know?
10 or 15 years. For me,
Like,
I like where he's.
I thought Troy
kinda
Baker would
landed
have
in
been
the
like
public eye. You know,
Captain
One of the
America.
things I think is cool about
no, I
Cap
thought Troy
is
Baker would have
I never
been
feel
Iron Man, and
he
Nolan North would
necessarily
have been Captain
wants
America.
to be a leader. He accepts that he is. I feel like sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't necessarily want to be, but
Yes,
they're right for the
his
job.
voice does
having
not
an original
match
story
Captain
to tell as
America's.
well. What they've done at Crystal Dynamics is great, so I think everybody's going to be pretty stoked.
The Avengers are at their best when they are all together, but the chemistry is do not shake.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Can't wait for you to be able to play the game, but right now, you don't have to wait for some exclusive content.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Did you even check the science? Did you check?
It was a heist, Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that. You knew that, and you still paraded it before the entire world.
So what? We just give up?
We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that. No, we failed him. We failed him.
Please welcome Scott Amos, Head of Studio, and Megan Marie, Senior Community and Social Media Manager, Crystal Dynamics.
It's not a cut. It's not gameplay. It's a cut scene.
Yeah, I think that's what people were mad about too. Is like we didn't get any gameplay.
Hello, E3.
I don't know.
You've just
It looks fine. I'm sure people will enjoy it.
You've just seen a high-level view of the cinematic and character-driven campaign of Marvel's Avengers. But launch is only the beginning of this adventure.
Marvel's Avengers delivers a narrative over multiple years with exciting new content released at a regular basis.
Like the Avengers, you and your friends are stronger together. You'll assemble into teams of up to 4 players online where you can master extraordinary abilities, where you can customize a growing roster of heroes and defend the Earth from ever-escalating threats. Oh yes, oh yes.
I'll just play Marvel Ultimate
And to make
Alliance.
sure everyone comes on this journey with
Pretty
us,
much.
we're
I'm sorry.
incredibly thrilled
It's-
to announce
I'm not interested
that
in
every
this.
new superhero
Corey, I was just gonna play the Tomb
will
Raider
be delivered
games.
at no additional cost.
But like I said, I will give this a try. I'm not. I don't want to knock it till I actually give
The
it
thing
a
is,
try.
I trust Crystal.
So our promise to the community is that we
Because
won't
Tomb
have
Raider
random
is
loot
so good.
boxes or pay-to-win scenarios.
I want to be
This
excited.
game represents a collaboration across Crystal Dynamics, Marvel Games, I know you're out here, IDOS Montreal, these guys are
This
here,
is supposed to be out next year.
Nixie Software,
I think
our new
April,
Crystal
I wanna
Northwest
say.
studio, and everyone at Square Enix.
So we've got 10 months, right? And I'm sure this
So
game will
our
be at
game is about
Gamescom,
embracing
Tokyo
your
Game
powers
Show
and
because it's
living your
Square. I'm
superhero
sure it'll be
dreams.
at
We have an exclusive gameplay demo in our
PlayStation
booth that
Experience
will show
if
you
they
more
have
of the
it.
core campaign.
You know, I'm sure it'll be
its
at a couple
original
inside
story,
Xboxes, if,
and our superheroes
depending on
in
which way the
action.
marketing deal goes.
Yeah.
Or state of play or something.
So, Marvel's Avengers will release worldwide on PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC. We got you covered. And we're excited to be partnering with PlayStation to bring some awesome surprises to the PlayStation audience.
Cool, exclusive content.
Including early beta access.
I was talking to one of my Twitter friends today, and I was just like, I'm mentioning level 5, and then forgot. I'm like, dang, that's right, Professor Layden.
But before we go,
isn't that supposed to become the Switch? Is it supposed to be a rumored one?
Yeah, there's rumored that it was rated in some
This is what's next for the Avengers.
thing.
Thank you, true believers.
Damn it! Progress, Hank! I have a plan, but it's risky. Hank, that doesn't look ready. Come on, Tony, live a little.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man. I forgot.
Unbelievable. It worked.
Feel like he's gonna be one mission and that's it.
Didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.
He must be the first hero they're adding. May. Okay. So we've got about a year.
Okay.
So.
I mean, it's something to look forward to in May to play.
All right, Ed. So that was the Square press conference. Pretty decent showing for them, right? They brought a lot. They have a lot that I'm excited for. Trials of Mana looks awesome. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I'm actually quite surprised at how interested I am in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, I am even more interested in it now than I was at, when it was announced or whatever. I think the combat looks cool. I think Oninaki looks awesome.
Yes.
Outriders looks super interesting, and People Can Fly is a good studio. They brought a lot. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered is super exciting. The Mana Collection coming. I know we've got that in the Switch Direct, Nintendo Direct, but still. And then Kingdom Hearts DLC. A lot.
We got the Saga games coming.
Yeah. They brought it. I mean, there's nothing that really resembles The Quiet Man from last year.
And we didn't see Platinum's game, so
yeah. So we're gonna react to this for about 10-ish minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here from the stream. But Ed, how did you feel about Square's conference overall? I kind of said my thoughts already.
It was a really good conference, very solid. They brought a lot of games. I know a lot of people are probably going to say, well, how about argue about Ubisoft saying, that they need to bring diversity. And yes, Square Enix needs to bring diversity also. But, this is a step up. Yeah, and you have to remember, this was a step up for Square Enix after the last show.
Well, after the last few E3s, right?
Right.
They haven't really had a great track record in terms of press conferences or anything. So,
and everybody wanted Final Fantasy VIII to come after everything else got announced, and what better time to do it was than at E3. You got Final Fantasy VII, you got Final Fantasy VIII, you got Crystal Chronicles, you got Brave Exvius, and that War of the Worlds or whatever. You got content for Final Fantasy 14 for online, like Shadowbringers. So they brought the good stuff for Final Fantasy. They brought the Dragon Quest stuff that we know about. But I'm like actually seeing something like Outsiders. That and People Can Fly. Seeing a little bit more of Dying Light 2, even though it's something that we've seen before. That being shown. It's just like Square Enix at least showcase they were ready to take a chance with other developers. They would just be like, we're going to be the publishers. you guys are the developers giving us your works to bring to the world. Like that's a big thing. That's really good to see. You didn't really see that in Ubisoft's press conference, but like 70% of what they show is what I plan on buying. Definitely on Oninaki. I'm planning to buy. You know, the mana collection I want. Uh, then the Romancing Saga I want to get because I never Romancing Saga 3. I never got a chance to play that series, and I would like to try that. I'm interested in seeing what the Marvel Avengers game is going to turn out to be. I think it was just kind of a letdown that they didn't really show show us enough gameplay. They didn't really bring us any kind of anything interesting. I understand that they tried to show us the plot or the premise of it, but it needed to have more to it. You know, it needed some big excitement, and it just didn't really deliver it. But it'd be something that I'll wait to see. I said my thoughts during the stream about Final Fantasy VII, so you guys can check that out. But other than that, really solid thing. Of course, Dragon Quest Builders 2 and S I wasn't going to get, but they really brought enough to have a really good showing.
Yeah, there really wasn't any emptiness in this conference. You know, some you know, like Ubisoft had a lot of downtime, I would say. I know they like to bring their developers out and talk about their games and stuff, but like, you know, Square really had a full conference and didn't really like miss a beat. I think it could have been a little bit tighter. You know, it was an hour and 18 minutes, and I think it could have maybe shortened that down to like an hour. But other than that, you know, I think, man, Crystal Chronicles Remastered is going to be awesome. A little skeptical about the Avengers game, but again, it's a wait and see type thing for me. I want to see more of it. I want to see some gameplay, and I want to know like their roadmap for this game as a service type deal.
Yes.
You know, I'm excited for the Avengers game because it's Crystal, and I trust Crystal, not because it's an Avengers game. So we'll see that. Dragon Quest XI S though, man, I really can't wait for that either. So.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't wait for that. And like the Trials of Mana, like that remake, I can't wait for that game. Did they show that at this press conference?
I don't think so. I think it was just the Switch conference.
The Switch conference. Well, they're doing that one even though it wasn't in this conference. I'm excited about that game because it just looks good.
Yeah, man, that game looks awesome.
You know, and I'll play it there. I mean, I'll play that version also along with the collection, you know. And everybody wanted, I think the stuff that people wanted from Square that Square didn't say nothing about or didn't even plan on, that really let the people down. They're kind of they saved it and rewarded people for E3. And I think it was a smart business and marketing move on Square's part, you know, with Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, with the mana collection and stuff like that. Like that's stuff that people been wanting to, and people probably felt like it would never happen, but look, it did. And last but not least, give it up to Square to really show that they're supporting Nintendo Switch. They said that was one of their goals, and majority of the games that's coming out that they show is going to be on Switch. So big ups to them.
Honestly, I think the only two games they showed that weren't coming to Switch were Outlanders and Avengers.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, Outriders,
and the Kingdom Hearts stuff.
And the Kingdom Hearts stuff. And that's only because those games are not out there. And we know about Avengers. They said that it wouldn't be on Switch.
Because Switch is getting Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yes. So, and I think a lot of people are super duper now fine with that.
Yeah. I mean, I read it. I mean, I'm not, we're not just saying that because we're big Nintendo fans. It was on a couple websites saying that, you know, Ultimate Alliance is getting a boost in confidence after the Avengers showing, which, look, it's a wait and see for me again, like I said, but I think Square really brought it, and I'm excited that Square seems to be on the right track, right? We were kind of worried about them being kind of, Kingdom Hearts took forever, Final Fantasy 15 took forever. They switched developers on 7 remake, and now Dragon Quest coming and Final Fantasy coming into its own. Final Fantasy 14 doing well. It's Square's back, I think. So
yeah, I think, and I know we're about to go. I think ever since Bravely Default on 3DS, I think that started Square being off on the right foot. I know there was past games that regardless of how you see it, Square Enix wasn't satisfied, and that was on the company's CEO and their board with the sales and stuff. I think ever since they have been surprised by how well Bravely Default did, they just been on a good roll of stuff. Not everything was satisfactory, like the Quiet Man and that one game that came out that's really hard, that people like traded in. That's like it got really bad reviews and stuff. I forgot the name of it. And that they didn't even talk about that one. But I think Square Enix has been on the good road to recovery in a sense, because I know they was in like financial trouble.
Yeah.
But now they seem to be back. So yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. If you're watching on Twitch, give us a follow. Also, tomorrow night, Ed and I will be discussing the Breath of the Wild sequel on twitch.tv/TheNX Show. You'll also be able to find that discussion later on YouTube. So.
And before we go, can I say one more title? The Circuit Superstar. I'm interested. Just want to see more.
Yeah. I mean, Square's indie program has been pretty prevalent, whether or not the games have gotten good or bad reception. But they've been really helping some indies get off the ground. So
yes.
So you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the NX Show. You can also follow us on Facebook, like our Facebook page, and join our Facebook group. You can also find all of our content at codenamenx.com. Check out our other watch-alongs and reactions on our YouTube page. Nintendo really got us. We had over an hour conversation about the Direct. We encourage you to go check that out. And tomorrow on twitch.tv/TheNX Show, Ed and I will be talking about the Breath of the Wild sequel, what we want, what we expect. We're going to kind of talk about the trailer that they showed and what elements we think might be pulling in. So I'm pretty excited for that discussion, and I think that's it. I want to thank everybody so much for joining us for the Square conference, and we'll see you tomorrow night, guys.
Bye, everybody.